Hey man, let's get to it. Look, we took 4 trades today. This is going to be today's trade recap. 1 loss and 3 wins here. We came out on a green day here. Let's go over our trades here. So first off, we're going to look at Nvidia. So boom, let's go on a larger time frame so we can see the thesis of this trade. So as you can see, Nvidia had a nice run up here in the beginning of May, but then we started to pull back here. Let's jump down to the 1 hour chart. You can see we had a nice level of demand here. Every time Nvidia came to this level, we kept bouncing off of it, but it didn't give us a strong bounce all the way back to all-time highs or even higher. We just came, bounced, and just kind of consolidated within the zone. Then on Friday, where we took Nvidia to the downside, we gapped up here this morning here. We gapped up to the same level. I needed this level of demand to be held at 217 on Nvidia for me to take it back to the upside, because we did gap up. But the thing is, we did not hold this level at all. We actually broke and flushed under it the first 5 minutes of market open. So off rip, I'm already knowing it's gonna sell off. So as soon as we sold off here under 217s on Nvidia, I was looking for a retest. We got my bad. We actually got the retest here at 9:32 a.m. and started rejecting, but I usually don't trade the first 5 minutes to avoid, getting stopped out or liquidated or whatever you want to call it. So I usually wait the first 5 minutes. After the first 5 minutes came, I marked out my pre-market low level and I waited for either the retest of the pre-market low or break under the previous day low and retest for us to catch it to the downside. So once we came down, we did a little bounce off this previous day low. We came up to the pre-market low and we started to sell on this candle here. So on this candle at 9:43 is where I called it here in my Discord. I got filled at 9:43 here on Nvidia, and unfortunately we did get stopped out. I should have had a little bit of a wider stop, but we had 1 day expiration and these contracts were starting to lose value a little too quickly, so I cut it. And as soon as I cut it, as you can see, it just went a tiny bit over my stop and then rejected right back down. Very strong down close candle here. So I automatically reloaded my Nvidia cons and got refilled at 9:51, which is this candle here. Pretty much the same entry as before, actually a little bit lower. But we took that and we rode it all the way down to breaking previous day lows, and we took it all the way down, coming up to about 36% on these contracts, and we got out in profit before it shot back up here. So first entry was a loss, but as you can see, it was still valid under 217s and it rejected. So I got re-entry and we did a nice 36% on this re-entry on Nvidia. Then our second trade was on QCOM right here. This company had a very nice strong push on Friday, so it had a lot of buyers stepping up here. As you can see, we came up and then on Friday we had a very huge candle here, a lot of volume on QCOM on Friday. So this is what caught my interest because a lot of money is flowing into quantum computing and all these AI chips, all this AI and quantum computing stocks are starting to blow up really crazy here. So like MU, let's go over MU. This is something I just never traded because like just look at this chart. Like it's been going absolutely just insane. Like weekly chart, like as you can see, we just been going absolutely insane. MU just literally like tripled its value the last couple months, and these contracts are so expensive. They're like 2,000 a pop. I don't want to trade a stock where the contracts are 2,000 a pop, trying to get near the strike price. Then I usually like to get 10 contracts or so. I'm not about to drop 20K to have 10 contracts. It's just too much for me. Even if I try to get it a little out the money or whatever, it's just not worth it. I'm trying to catch something before it does a nice run up like MU did. And this, as you can see, QCOM is starting to run up like MU. So I want to catch something that hasn't already did a crazy euphoric run. So as you can see, we had a nice, really nice pop on Friday last week. So today we came in and I wanted to see this previous day high hold here. As soon as the market opened, we came down broke under it, but as soon as we did that reclaim of the previous day highs, this is where I got filled. I called out my Discord. We got filled. We popped up. We did about 30%. This is my first time trading this stock on options, so I only got one contract. Wanted to play around with it, see how it moves. Spreads were a little bit wide, so I just wanted to see how it went. And then I held my contract. We came down to like break even. I ended up holding it, and we ripped up. We had a crazy pop around 1040, nasty pop. We did like 150% on these contracts, and I full sold around 100% before it started to come back down a little bit. But as you can see, we're still holding up above our previous day highs. So this stock is very strong, and I'm also gonna be looking at this tomorrow to trade it. And let's see, our last trade that we took was on Apple. It was a very small scalp here on Apple. Apple was just going crazy, making new all-time highs last week. So I wanted to see if we broke the previous day high. I wanted to see if we could cash a retest and get some upside. We came down. We got filled here on Apple. Popped up nice little 20%. 20%. Yeah, we got about 20% here on the Discord. We got out in profit and yeah, caught it. Usually I like to only take 3 trades, but Nvidia, we just got the re-entry, so I caught this little Apple scalp to end the day, and yep, that's it. Before 11 a.m., we were done. 4 trades, 1 loss, 3 wins. Nice green day here, and yeah, that's gonna be my trade recap on the day. And peace out, y'all.